What is going on, guys? Nathan here. Thank you so much for tuning back into the channel. Today I got a story for you guys, and it's kind of like a life story. And most of you guys know that, usually when I do life stories, it's about drugs. And this one's no different. It's about drugs. I'm just gonna say it flat out there. But yeah, I just decided to do another life story because usually the past few life stories that I actually did pretty well. So without further ado, let's actually get into it. Now, the story first starts way back in elementary school, which was like forever ago. And this starts, I think, in 3rd or 4th grade. During recess, I always used to go outside and play soccer. And the thing is, one day, I think it was 2nd semester of, 3rd or 4th grade is when somebody started bringing a football, the American football, and we started playing with that. And one of my friends, he used to be a grade older than me, so if I was in 3rd, I'm not sure if I was in 3rd or 4th grade, so he was a grade older than me. So the thing is, me and him used to always play. We always used to be competitive, and we always used to be on different sides. So he always used to call me Butterfingers and stuff. And the thing is, we were all cool and stuff. And eventually, a few years down the line, we finished up elementary school and we transitioned into, middle school. And that's when things started to change. Now, keep in mind, the story is about drugs and pretty much how drugs take over people's lives, and how, like, the fact that people's lives can change so dramatically. Now, I noticed this change. I wasn't sure if this was due to drugs then. Obviously, I don't think really it was due to drugs because he was in middle school, like 6th or 7th grade. The thing is, during that time, the dude and me, we would always used to meet up at places and stuff, and we would just chill. But then we always used to start getting in arguments, and we didn't argue before. We would just mess around. He used to call me Butterfingers for always, letting go of the ball and stuff. But then I started noticing some changes in his attitude and stuff, and eventually over time, he just moved. And I was like, oh man, where'd you go? Like, he didn't say anything, and like nothing. He just kind of left. And a few years later, I kind of forgot about him, and I moved to a different district, a different county. And I shouldn't say district, yeah, a different county, down here in Atlanta, Georgia. And once I moved, I was kind of getting, used to some things, and, everything was new to me, I just had to get used to it. So I kind of like was walking down the hall one day, and I'd see that dude. I'm like, whoa, he really changed. He had like all these like pimples on his face. And I mean, it's not like those puberty pimples. It was more like, I don't even know, like, to be honest, it didn't look like puberty pimples either. It looked like he's been scratching on his face and stuff. And, he had facial hair and all that kind of stuff. He changed totally. He was, a little bit taller. But the thing is, I went up to him and talked to him. And it turns out that, that he was going to be leaving soon. I was like, what's up? Why are you leaving? What's going on? You just kind of left from our old county without even letting me know or anything. And once again, he left out of nowhere, out of the blue. And it turns out one of my friends that didn't really know the other dude that I was friends with too well, but he knew me. So the thing is, he was talking about, oh, this dude actually moved from another county, and it turned out that he actually was doing drugs, and he actually sold drugs, and he got caught. Now, that's when I noticed, that's probably why he was acting this way and why we got into so many fights afterwards. Once again, I wasn't sure if he was doing drugs in, high school. I mean, not high school. He was obviously doing drugs in high school, but I wasn't sure if he was doing drugs quite at middle school yet. But, that just explains how life can be turned around so fast. This dude, this would be the least expected person I would expect to do drugs. He was so chill and stuff, but he was kind of, eager to grow up. But then again, the fact that he was taken out of school, he was taken out of the high school I go to, and he was placed into some, I forgot, is it called alternative school? I'm not really too sure, but he was placed in another school for like bad kids and stuff. And recently I heard that he actually got out, so I don't know what's up with him. Haven't talked to him ever since freshman year, I think, way back when. But yeah, this just tells you guys that people that are your friends right now, you guys don't really know what could happen to them down the line. Don't get influenced, by people that do drugs or stuff like that. A lot of people nowadays, even your closest friends, they'll think that you're their friends, and you'll think that they're your friends, and you'll be doing, let's just say they smoke a cigarette, right? They'll be telling you, what, just take a puff or something, the stereotypical cliched stuff that you guys pretty much hear in school all the time, basically. So yeah, guys, listen to your teachers, listen to your parents about not doing this kind of stuff. They might seem like your friends. This dude honestly seemed like my friend, and, then he just kind of started changing out of nowhere, and eventually it turned out that it was all due to drugs. So, once again, keep this in mind, guys. Don't let drugs take over your life. And anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this life story. If you guys want me to do more, then just let me know. But anyways, if you guys like this video, go ahead and leave that like. It really does help me out. If you guys want to be notified whenever one of my videos go live, then go ahead and subscribe. It's all up to you guys. But anyways, I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace.
Hanging by a thread, hung upon all the words you said, breaking free from this conformity that you force on me. Everything I do is one big show.